In today's video, I'm here to share with you the fragrances I'm excited to wear for summer. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Hi, my name is Ayesha from simplyayesha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today, if you're watching this video the same day it goes up, it is the first official day of summer. And I love doing these videos on a seasonal basis. I love sharing with you guys the 10 fragrances that I'm excited to wear for the season. And so that's what I'm doing today. So some of these fragrances are going to be older fragrances. Some are going to be newer fragrances. These kind of videos are very fun for me because they're personal. They're the ones that I'm excited about wearing. And I will let you guys know like why I chose each fragrance and what makes me excited about wearing them. I do want to mention before we get into the fragrances that I did a fragrance haul a couple of weeks ago, and in that video I featured a lot of fragrances that will be great for summertime. So I'm going to link that video for you all. I really did not want to duplicate that video because obviously they're new fragrances. I'm excited about wearing them. Like that's that's a given. So the fragrances in this video will be different, but make sure you check out that haul video because there are a lot of good summer gems in that video as well. So let's go ahead and get into these fragrances. So like I said, I typically pick 10 fragrances for these videos, and in this video I have 11 because I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to get rid of. So here we are with 11. I'm cheating a little bit, but don't tell anybody. So these will be in no particular order. We're just going to jump right in. This first fragrance is from Ellis Brooklyn, and this is Miami Nectar. So this fragrance is a beautiful pineapple, coconut, beachy type of scent. Whenever I smell this, I think of it as like my watered down pina colada scent because it smells like a drink, but it's not like thick and heavy like what a pina colada actually is. A pina colada is normally a frozen drink. This doesn't give that thick, heavy texture. This gives like a watered down texture. So I will say that if you don't like coconut scents because you think they smell like sunscreen, this is the other side of coconut. Like, yes, you get that tropical nature, but it smells like coconut water is in this fragrance. So it's not too thick, it's not too heavy, it doesn't get cloying. Although it is a sweet scent, it never feels like too much. This was what I coined as my fragrance of the summer last year. You can see I have used up most of my bottle. And this was just summertime use of last year. This is the type of fragrance I would only wear in the heat of summer. This just smells like tropical vacation. It smells like beach days. It smells like fun in the sun. Like this is that type of fragrance for me, and I'm excited to get back to wearing it. Also, I have a backup bottle of this. So now like I don't need to be scared about using it up. Not that I ever need to be scared because obviously I could just purchase a new one, but Ellis Brooklyn actually sent me a backup bottle of this like a month or two ago. So I'm very excited. And now I can use this with reckless abandon. I will say this is not the longest lasting fragrance, okay? I know that's a deal breaker for some of you all. If you need your fragrance to last 10 hours, don't worry about this one, okay? But if you like a juicy tropical fragrance and you don't mind reapplying, or you don't mind it lasting like 4 or 5 hours, this is magnificent. I know they came out with Guava Granita earlier this year. Ellis Brooklyn did, but I still prefer this one over Guava Granita. I do like Guava Granita, but we're not talking about that in this video, but I just wanted to let you guys know because I felt like that was going to be a question. This is a beautiful scent and I cannot wait to get back into it. So again, that's Miami Nectar from Ellis Brooklyn. This next fragrance is from the House of Oud, and this is Keep Glazed. So this fragrance is an oldie but a goodie. I have had this for so long and I still love it. And although I do feel like this fragrance is heavy enough to wear year round, this is one that I love to wear in the summer, and I basically only wear it during the summer. So this is a mango scent, but there is a lot more going on. So the mango is here. It smells ripe but not overripe. It's just like juicy and sweet but not overripe, not syrupy. In addition to the mango, I do feel like there's other fruits in here. Not quite sure what, but tropical fruits. Also, there is some sort of lemon note, I believe, in this that gives it a little bit of coolness. Like it gives it that bright citrusy freshness. but not too much. I definitely wouldn't call this a lemon fragrance, but I can definitely pick up lemon in this fragrance. And then there's also this kind of sugary sweetness to this fragrance, but not overly sweet. And there's also some woodiness to this fragrance, but it's not a woody fragrance. There is a lot going on. Oh, and a little bit of greenness. I forgot to mention that. There's a little bit of something green in this fragrance. So there was a lot going on. Because of that, I wouldn't say it's a safe blind buy, but because of that, I love this fragrance because although there's a lot going on, it just works. It just works. It's hard for me to describe, but it's one that I love. It's one that smells even better on the skin. I feel like if you only smell this on paper, initially you may be confused because there's a lot going on, but on the skin, man, this smells amazing to me anyway. And it just reminds me of like happy summer times, y'all. It smells so good, and it's gourmand leaning without going too gourmand. It's fruity without smelling juvenile. It is a fun summer scent. So again, that is Keep Glazed from the House of Oud. This next fragrance is from Narcotica, and this is called Happy Dust. So this fragrance is actually a vanilla fragrance, but it is a vanilla that to me smells like fun summertime memories. So the vanilla here is sweet, and it smells almost a little bit milky, kind of like an ice cream, like a melted ice cream type of vanilla, but not that sweet. I don't know if that makes sense. In addition to the vanilla though, I believe there must be some sort of coconut in here, but it doesn't smell like sunscreen coconut. It smells more like the meat of a coconut, but it gives it enough of that little tropical edge that for me makes this feel like summertime. There also smells like there are fruits in this fragrance. Don't know what, but like a fruity background to this fragrance. But overall, what makes this scent special for me is also the reason that I held off so long on buying this. This is one of those very transparent, almost like skin scents, but it smells amazing. And so initially I got a decant of this last year. I purchased a decant from Scent Split. I'll have a link to Scent Split in my description box. I do have an affiliate link with them. I also have a discount code. So if you guys shop at Scent Split, check that out. Anyway, this is not a Scent Split video, but last year I ordered a decant of this from Scent Split. Really liked it, but I felt like I couldn't really smell it. And I was like, you know, this fragrance is expensive. I don't feel like it's worth the money. Fast forward, I used up my entire decant. Fast forward to a few months ago, and I kept smelling my empty decant of this. And I really was like, oh, I want that fragrance, but I don't feel like it's worth the money, blah, blah, blah. One day I came across a little bit of a deal. It wasn't that much of a deal, but it was a little bit of a deal. I had a store credit as well. And I was like, I'm getting it. And I'm so happy I did because I love this. It is light wearing to me. I've heard some people say other things, but my experience is that this is a light wearing, not very strong vanilla, but that also makes it quite wearable. There is something that is unexplainable, but it is so addictive. And I love this. And I do feel like now that I have the bottle, I do feel like I can smell it on myself a bit more, but it may just be because I'm not wearing super heavy scents right now for the most part. And so maybe my nose is just more sensitive. But this is not going to be a beast mode vanilla by anybody's standards, I don't think. But it's good enough for me, and I love the fragrance. So again, that is Happy Dust from Narcotica. The next fragrance is from Fragrance Du Bois, and this is Santal Complete. So this fragrance is a creamy sandalwood scent. It does have some coconut in there as well. Again, it's not sunscreeny, but it gives it that tropical vibe. And then the sandalwood in here is so like creamy, so luxurious smelling. It doesn't smell like wood chips. It's definitely more leaning towards the milky type of sandalwood, but it doesn't smell milky either. This is the most luxurious sandalwood scent that I have. I love this fragrance. I tend to only wear it during the summer because to me, it does lean slightly tropical because of that coconut, but you could definitely wear this year round. It's definitely year round appropriate, but for me, this is one that I associate with summer. It's perfect for summer nights because it has this kind of sexiness to it, but you can still wear it in the daytime as well. It's not too heavy. Honestly, that is a complaint of this fragrance, is that it doesn't project, it doesn't last. That's a common complaint regarding this fragrance. For me, I will say that as I've had this fragrance longer and longer, I've had this now for probably like 3 years, I'm okay with it. No, it's not the longest lasting fragrance. But when it comes to summer fragrances for me, I don't need them to be the longest lasting. Like, I'm sweating, it's hot where I live, it's humid where I live. I don't need it to be super bombastic in your face type of fragrance. Those are not typically the fragrances I go for during the summer. So this is perfect for me. It reminds me of tropical vacations, honestly. It smells so good, and it's been a while since I've worn this, and I'm really excited to pull this back out for this summer because, like I said, this just reminds me of summer for some reason. So again, that's Santal Complete from Fragrance Du Bois. This next fragrance is from Rosenda Moto, and this is number 8. So this fragrance I got, I think at the end of last summer. And so I haven't worn this fragrance much. And that's one of the reasons I'm excited to wear it, because I feel like I didn't really experience this in summer. And this is definitely a summer scent. So this is a fruit explosion. When you smell it, there is this like bowl of mixed fruits. That's what it smells like to me. I definitely think there may be some passion fruit in this, but it doesn't smell like every Tiziana Terenzi Herba Pura type fragrance that you could think of. I'm sorry, that was a little bit of shade. Hey! There may be some passion fruit in here, but in my opinion, the passion fruit doesn't take over. So just because I said passion fruit, don't think it is a dupe of Herba Pura or Herba Gold or what's the Tiziana Terenzi fragrance that everybody loves. It's not one of those. It's not a passion fruit that takes over everything and ends up smelling the same as 35 other fragrances. To me, there is just a well-balanced fruity mix in this fragrance. However, there is this very cold note in this fragrance that makes this unique. It smells minty almost. I don't know if it's mint, but it definitely gives that type of cold but slightly refreshing greenness to this fragrance. And so if you like fruity fragrances but find them to be cloying, if you like those type of fruit bowl type fragrances but find them to be cloying, maybe check this one out, because the greenness, the green kind of minty vibe to this breaks that up. As this fragrance dries down, it does get a little bit musky, but again, it doesn't go that Herba Pura musky amber route. To me, this still kind of remains true to the fruitiness, but the muskiness does come out a little bit, but it's more of a clean, just like warm muskiness to it. It doesn't smell sharp. This is gorgeous, and I'm excited to wear this this summer and really like experience it, because like I said, I got it I think at the end of last summer, or if I got it in the middle, I don't know, but either way, I haven't had a chance to wear this much yet, and so I think that I will get a lot of good use out of this summer. So again, that's number 8 from Rosenda Moto. So this next fragrance is the reason why we have 11 fragrances in this video instead of 10. This fragrance is from Perfumes, and this is Creation E Parfum Cologne, also known as Enigma Parfum Cologne. So this is technically part of the men's line, but I find this fragrance to be very unisex. And the reason that this fragrance made me put 11 fragrances in this video is because if you have watched my channel for a while, y'all know this is one of my favorite fragrances. And every time summer comes around, I want to include this fragrance. And this time I was like, you know, don't include it, Ayesha. We'll find another video to sneak it into. But as I was packing up my fragrances to bring them downstairs and film this video for y'all, I was like, no, I got to be true to myself. I'm excited about wearing this again this summer, as I have been for the last 3 summers. So yeah, we brought it in, and hopefully y'all don't tire of me talking about the same things, but you know, it's true love, okay? So this fragrance is my sexy rum and coke fragrance, is what I call it. So it is spicy, it's boozy, it has a nutty vibe to it. It's a little bit sweet, but overall it is just this sexy goodness. I love this for summertime, although it can be worn year round. I love this for summertime because there is something about wearing this on a hot day when there's a little bit of breeze that just, it's like nothing else, y'all. Like, I have worn this on so many day dates during the summer. And so when I smell this, it smells like a good time. It smells like a good, like sexy, fun time. Like, not a little, you know, take a kiss in a theme park. No, but go to a nice place, go to a day party, which I don't do, go on a boat somewhere. Like, this smells like that without smelling tropical. So even though it's like rum and coke and spicy type of fragrance, it is light enough to wear no matter how hot it is, in my humble opinion. It is gorgeous. I know it sounds basic when I describe it as sexy rum and coke, but y'all, that's just what I get every time I smell it. And I feel like that is the most accurate way for me to describe it. There are a lot of notes in this fragrance, like most Roja's fragrances, but ultimately it boils down to like a sexy, spicy, boozy, creamy type of scent. So again, that is Creation E Parfum Cologne from Roja. This next fragrance is from Juicebox, and this is Carioca Heart. So this fragrance is another fragrance that I got last year. This became very popular last year. I think it came out last year. It was very popular, was sold out. I think once it restocked, I got it. And not gonna lie, when I first ordered this, I was not that impressed. Or when I first got it, I was not that impressed because it had been so hyped that I just felt like it didn't live up to it. Then I wore it and fell in love, but that was around the end of the summer. And so I feel like this type of fragrance is definitely a summer scent for me. It's not something I want to wear when it's cool or cold outside. And so it's just been sitting. So I'm excited to wear it this summer because now I know I love it. And this is one that's been like speaking to me lately, like, wear me, Ayesha. I haven't worn it because I've been saving it. But I'm ready to wear it. So I'm probably going to be wearing it probably sometime this week. So anyway, Carioca Heart to me is a mango fragrance, I guess. Mango is definitely probably the primary fruit in here, but there definitely are other fruits in here. Mango is the one I can pick out. But this also kind of smells like there could be a bit of a banana in here. I don't think banana is a note, but to me, it kind of smells like there's banana, mango, and maybe guava or some other tropical fruit in here. There also smells like there is a little bit of coconut in here, but again, it doesn't go the sunscreen route. And overall, this smells juicy, but more of a toned down juiciness in my opinion. Like when I was discussing this one, for instance, this one smells like juicy juice, like a tropical juice almost, right? This one is like a restrained tropical juice, if that makes sense. In addition to the fruity juiciness of this, there is a rum note in this fragrance. I personally don't really pick up on a rum note, but this does remind me of like what a rum punch smells like. So you're getting that juiciness, but it's not so sugary sweet. It's more toned down than that. It's more grown up than like a fruit juice type of smell. That probably makes no sense, but that's what it smells like to me. There's also some woodiness in this fragrance that gives it some depth. And as this fragrance dries down, to me, the fruitiness sticks around, but the fruitiness does die down a little bit and it kind of becomes more of a background fruitiness. And you get a little bit more of the woodiness and almost like a vanilla, but not gourmand leaning, but more of like a vanillic type scent that comes forward. It is beautiful and I really want to get to know this fragrance better, and so that's why I'm excited to wear it this summer. Again, that's Carioca Heart from Juicebox. This next fragrance is from Dior and this is part of their Privé line. This is called Eden Rock. So this fragrance is an oldie but a goodie for me. I have had this fragrance since it came out, and I know somebody's gonna ask, so these bottles are in different sizes now. They recently changed their bottle sizes, which is annoying because almost all my bottles are this size and they no longer make this size, and that just kind of irks me because I want all my bottles to look the same. But anyway, I'm glad I have it in this size because this was actually a much better price than what these are priced at today. This is a gorgeous summertime scent. So this is for the luxurious tropical scent lover. Oh, this smells like the moneyed version of a tropical vacation scent. So to me, this has coconut. It has, I think, jasmine or maybe tiare flower. So it's one of those like tropical floral coconut fragrances, but not like the average one because there is this cold, like mineral feeling to this that gives it almost like a salty sea air type of scent. But everything is just very restrained. Everything in this just smells like quiet luxury, which I kind of hate that term, but it definitely smells like that. This smells like I want to be a tropical scent, but I'm going to do it in the most like clean, luxurious spa type way. So if you are scared of coconut and that's the reason you haven't tried this fragrance, you definitely should still try it, because to me the coconut is not the primary player in this. Like a lot of times coconut can take over a scent. That's not the case in this. To me, it's more of that like salty sea air, tropical flowers is more of the star of the show, and the coconut is just one of the players on the team, like on the bench. It's not a starter. It's a bench player. So yeah, it smells really good though. This is one that just makes me feel like it's summer, you know? So again, that is Eden Rock from Dior. This next fragrance is from Graffiti, and this is Santal Painkiller. Now, if you watched my last haul video that I said I wasn't going to mention the same fragrances, I kind of teased y'all on this one in that video. So I didn't talk about that fragrance in that video, but I did actually have it in my possession at that point. I did talk about this on Instagram. So follow me over there. I did a first impression of this fragrance, and since doing that, I have been wanting to wear this again. So here it is in this video. I'm definitely excited about wearing it. So this is a sandalwood scent, as the name would imply. Santal means sandalwood, and a painkiller is a drink. So all the fragrances from this line are cocktail inspired. And so a painkiller, if I remember correctly, is like a pineapple and rum type of drink. I think it's similar to a pina colada. I don't know that for sure, but it's in that family. So to me, I definitely get sandalwood. The sandalwood here is creamy. It's not the wood chip type of sandalwood. It's more of the creamy sandalwood. I definitely get pineapple. The pineapple in here is sweet and juicy, but not super sweet. It's not sugary. It's not syrupy. And there is a brightness to it, but it's not going the direction of, say, like a Creed Aventus. It's not that type of pineapple where there's like no sweetness to it. This one has that juicy sweetness to it, but it also has that brightness to it that makes it kind of like sharp and tangy. This also has some spices in here that to me make this fragrance unique, because this combines that juicy fruitiness of the pineapple, the smooth, easygoing nature of the sandalwood. It combines it with these kind of Christmas type spices. So think like cloves, cardamom, those type of spices mixed in with the pineapple, juicy fruitness of it all. Love it, right? This sounds like one of my favorite fragrances. And if you know me, quiz time, what fragrance am I thinking about that this sounds like when I describe it? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it sounds like Dolce Amalfi from Xerjoff, which is one of my favorite fragrances, but they do not smell the same. And I was worried about that because when I looked at the notes, I'm like, oh, that sounds like Dolce Amalfi. They do not smell the same, but they are definitely in the same genre. Like they smell completely different. You can have both, but they are similar in the way that they combine a tropical fruitiness with these Christmas type spices. Gorgeous scent. Love this. I can see myself getting a lot of use out of this summer. So again, that is Santal Painkiller from Graffiti. This next fragrance is from Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Aqua, Vite, Forte. So this fragrance I got last summer, I think, or maybe around my birthday. My birthday is at the end of summer. It's in September. So I might have got it for my birthday. But either way, I got this when it wasn't at the height of summer. And so I haven't worn it that much, but I have worn it some and I love it. So this is a citrus fragrance. And I will say I don't get excited about a lot of citrus fragrances, but this is one that I'm excited to wear. So to me, the citruses in here lean more orange. So to me, it smells like maybe a mandarin orange mixed with maybe bergamot. And then there's this kind of clean air smells of this fragrance. So it definitely gives off a solar vibe. It is gorgeous. I believe there's some florals in the background of this fragrance, but overall it's more of a citrus fragrance, but there's enough sweetness to it. And the citruses they use, to me, give it enough interest. Like it doesn't smell like every other citrus fragrance in my opinion, but it's definitely citrus. It is gorgeous. It's refreshing. It is easy to wear. You can see, I mean, I just got it last year and you can see I have a bit of a dent. And for me, that is a decent sized dent because I don't always wear citrus fragrances, but this is one that I'm very excited to get back into this summer. And I could see myself wearing this. It's just like an easy reach all throughout the summer. So again, that is Aqua, Vite, Forte from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. And this last fragrance is another oldie but goodie that I've had for such a long time. And I will say the last couple summers, I don't think I've worn it that much, But for some reason, when I was coming up with my fragrances for this video, I was really excited to wear this one again. So this is from Juliet Has a Gun, and it is Vanilla Vibes. So like I said, I've had and loved this for a long time, but you know, you get new fragrances and then you just don't wear all the fragrances. Like I don't have enough days to wear all the fragrances that I have. And so I feel like last summer I wasn't really reaching for this a lot. However, when I was pulling my list together for this, I immediately thought about this fragrance, and to me that means I'm excited to wear it. So this is a vanilla scent, but this is more of a salty ocean air vanilla mixed with a little bit of coconut. I don't even think there's a coconut note listed if I remember correctly, but it definitely smells like there is a coconut to this. This also is done in that Juliet Has a Gun type of way. So very like airy, molecular smelling, kind of smells like that airy woodiness that you get from a lot of different molecular scents. And this has that mixed in with a non-gourmand salty sea air vanilla. Gorgeous. Easygoing, such an easy reach, layers well with a lot of things, especially if you want to sweeten something up during the summer, but you don't want like a heavy vanilla. This layers well with basically anything. Like you could literally put this under or over anything for the summer, and I don't feel like it would mess it up, you know? It's just an easy layering fragrance. I don't layer with it that much. I mean, I've layered with it before, but y'all know I'm not a huge layering person when it comes to fragrances. But it definitely layers well for summer vibes. This smells so good, so easygoing, and it smells like tropical vacation. So again, that's Vanilla Vibes from Juliet Has a Gun. So those are the fragrances I am excited to wear for this summer. I am really excited about all of these, honestly. And although summer is not technically my favorite season because it's just too hot and too rainy here, these fragrances do get me excited about the summer. So let me know if you tried any of these fragrances. What do you think of them? Are any on your wish list? Also, I think it would be interesting if you guys let me know, because I featured some older fragrances in here. Let me know if I've inspired you to pull one of these out that maybe you haven't used in a year or two. I'm always happy when you guys tell me, oh, I forgot I had that fragrance and you mentioned it, so now I'm gonna wear it. Like, we need to use our stuff. So let me know if that is the case for you. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I upload videos weekly, so make sure you have that notification bell on so that you don't miss a video from me. In the description box below, I will have links for all the fragrances that I mentioned, including any discount codes that I have, so make sure you check that information out. And down there I'll also have links to everywhere else you can find me. So my blog, which is www.simplyayesha.com, and my Instagram and my TikTok. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.